My Perspective Grade 9, Work of Week 8. Students were asked some discussion question before starting the selected text. Question number 1. What are some milestones on the path of growing up? Question number 2. What makes poetry an important way to address issues of growing up? Question number 3. How is poetry different from fiction and non-fiction? All these questions were discussed during class. Students were told about the author, Audre Lorde. After getting the introduction of author, we discussed Hanging Fire. Hanging Fire by Audre Lorde is an incredible, relevant poem. The poet explores a young girl's perception of her body and life. Students came to know that Hanging Fire was about a young girl of 14 years old. As the speaker, the girl worries about how she looks, what others think of her, her relationship with her mother, and the feelings she has of an immature boy. Throughout this poem, Lorde explores themes of youth, growing up, coming of age, and death. We came to know about the title. Hanging fire is a term that means to delay action, to stop progress, or to hang back. This is a fitting title for this poem because many of the issues that the speaker has are those that could cause her to have arrested development. Hanging Fire is written in free verse. It doesn't have a regular rhyme scheme or meter. It doesn't. It's not written in a tight form such as a sestina or biennial. But that doesn't mean that Lorde's poem is totally formless. It's made up of 3 stanzas, each with 11 or 4 lines. We discussed different literary devices used in Hanging Fire. Author makes use of several literary devices in Hanging Fire. These include, but are not limited to, enjambment, a repetition of alliteration. The first enjambment is sent through this poem. It's emphasized through the use of a stream of consciousness. Narrative style, in which the speaker moves from one worry to the next without pause. Almost all the lines of the poem are enjambed. Different literary terms are used, like repetition and alliteration. We discussed the structure of the Hanging Fire. We discussed the theme of Hanging Fire, rhyming scheme of Hanging Fire. After that, explanation of each stanza was finished. and students were asked to write the summary of hanging fire in their own words.